Just want to let you lot know that if you're watching this clip on the Fozcast YouTube channel, the full episode is now available to watch exclusively on Spotify, and it's free. Come on. Go back to the beginning of that season then. N'Golo Kante signed £5.6 million. One of the biggest, bestest transfer bargains of all time.
We agreed that. We did a podcast on it, didn't we?
We did it on a podcast. What are the first impressions of N'Golo Kante? Because I've been at a football club where you signed these players and these names from clubs that you've never heard of before, and this player walks in through the door and you're thinking, oh God, you know, like, he's only small. Surely you can't have much about him. What are your first impressions of him?
So I think, first of all, I think he was second choice to the player that they actually wanted. So the lad that we signed when he left, Nampalys Mendy, he was like, they wanted to sign him originally, but couldn't sign him, so got Kante instead.
Had to settle with N'Golo.
So, but when he came in, like, his first session, like, he raised a few eyebrows, and we was like, wow, like, this guy's good. Yeah. But it took a while for him to actually get in the team. Like, I think he made his debut by coming on for me at left wing. So he played left wing for a couple of games, and then he eventually came on. I think so. We had Gökhan Inler at the time as well, and he. I think he came on for him, and then that was it. Then, like, once he was in that centre midfield, like, there was nobody like that.
How nice is it having an N'Golo Kante? Because everybody needs an N'Golo Kante. Everybody strives and just would. It's a dream player, isn't it? Every team wants that player.
How good was he at the World Cup, by the way?
Incredible.
You want that guy who is so selfless, just workaholic. It's not. It's like he prides himself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He prides himself on being that guy.
But I think as well, like, it helps so much, and you'll know this as well. Like, it helps so much when you're a nice person as well.
It does.
Like, he was such a humble, like, down to earth person. Like, he was always smiling, always happy. Probably had other stuff going on, but like, he'd just come in every day and he'd just smile, and it'd just be like amazing.
Is it true that he had a Mini that season, and he would just bowl in his little Mini all season long?
All season.
He's not bothered by flash things. That's what I mean.
Not at all.
This is what I'm talking about. In a world of absolute excess and money and watches and cars, and he just bowls in his Mini all the time. Just wants to go and play football.
Yeah, even after he left, and obviously he went on to win the league the following year. So, like, I'd always, like, if somebody goes on and do well, I'd always send them a text, like, congratulations on, like, winning the league, or then it was like, congratulations on winning the Champions League, congratulations on winning the World Cup. It got boring after a bit, but he'd always message back as well. Like, it's what I like. I just think it's so humbling, like, such a nice person. He'd always take the time to message back. He's probably got millions of messages in his inbox. But
what a lovely man.
Brilliant.
Another player I want to talk about is on the opposite side to you, Riyad Mahrez. Riyad was, from a goalkeeper's perspective, he was an absolute nightmare. He was a nightmare. So he's playing on the right-hand side, and he would be cutting inside onto that left foot, and he would be whipping shot crosses. Shot crosses 7 or 8 times a game, wouldn't he? 7 or 8 times a game. And I'm just watching thinking, it's not my, this is horrible. It is horrible, but what a player.
Yeah, he was brilliant. I'll always say, like, I think there's nobody that I've seen live, probably bar the obvious, like Messi, that's got a better first touch.
Yeah.
But in the Premier League, there's nobody that's got a better first touch than him. Yeah. Like, the ball could be coming from 50, 60 yards, and he knows exactly where he's going to put that first touch. Like, it might be back across his body onto his left foot. Yeah. It might be past the defender first time. It might be stop it dead. But he could just do anything with it. And I think that's what... that set him up then, because he was so tricky. Like, as soon as he did what he wanted with that first touch, he just got the defender on the back foot straight away, and then he could just do whatever he wanted with the ball. Like, it was in his court. But he just loved football. Like, he loved football.
He was like a big kid, wasn't he? I think that's for any of the young, like, kids listening. I think that bit there, what Marc just said about that first touch, he knows what he wants to do with that first touch. So there's so many players nowadays that when the ball's coming to them, they haven't even scanned behind them. They haven't got a clue what's going around them. They just know they want to take a good touch, but that's it, a good touch, not into space, not into there, not checking it back, not into the. That's exactly what Riyad Mahrez would do. He had a clear picture of exactly what he was going to do when that ball was coming to him. So if he's going to flick it over somebody into the space there, so that he's already on the move when he's doing it as well. That was a bit there that, like you say, defenders must have just been thinking, oh, for God's sake.
But it was the long balls as well, like doing it from short range. But it was when the ball was played long to him. Yeah. It's that touch, wasn't it? That it just position it perfectly to then go past his man or do whatever he wanted to do.
He scored a goal against Chelsea at the King Power, and I was on the left hand side and I've hit a cross over and I've like put snow on it. It's gone so high, it was a terrible ball, and it's gone right over the back. But he was at the back post and he's just brought it down, shimmied a few times, and then just whipped it in the far corner. He scored, and he's made it look like unbelievable. I'm thinking,
I'll take the assist. Thanks very much.
You know what he's got?
Put on a plate for it.
He's got that inside of the foot whip that goes 100 mile an hour.
Yeah, he has.
It's pure groin strength, isn't it? Adductor or adductor. The inside of the whip, James Maddison's got it as well. James Maddison's got the exact same thing, right? They wrap this ball with the inside of the foot, and I'm thinking, that's gone just as fast as if you were to lace it.
Yeah. How on earth do they do that?
Maddis has got it with both feet as well.
Maddis is incredible at doing it, isn't he?
His left foot's incredible.
I remember him taking a shot against me once, right, Maddis, and he's done that exactly that. He's opened up and he's whipped it, and I've read it, and I know exactly where it's going. And as I'm moving there, I've had to just go, oh shit, because it's got there quicker than I thought it would. I thought, there's no way on this earth you can get that much power from an inside of the foot shot. There's no way on this earth.
There was back onto Riyad quickly. Him and N'Golo, they were really close. They were like best mates. I think they lived together for a period as well. But after training, we had a small area in the gym where there was a couple of little goals there. And they'd make a really small pitch, and they'd just do one-on-ones against each other. So you've got N'Golo, who's one of the best defensively midfielders in the league. You got Riyad, who's one of the best one-on-one attackers in the league, and they were just going up against each other. They'd do it for half an hour, 45 minutes.
Full on sweat on.
Full on sweat on. But it was dead even. Sometimes Riyad would produce a bit of magic to get past him. Sometimes N'Golo would just go, no chance. But then it started gathering in crowds a little bit. Lads were staying behind after training just to watch it, because it was that good.
Oh, that's class.
Thanks everybody for watching. We hope you enjoyed this clip of the Fozcast. If you would like to watch the full episode, it is now available exclusively on Spotify for free.